Stamp Studio. I'm Beth Maxwell, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today is Hump Day. Whoop, whoop. We're almost there towards the weekend. And today I'm going to be featuring our Unbounded Love bundle. It's one of the bundles that are on sale currently from Stampin' Up! I'm just getting over to the side here, and I'm going to see for videos. If you're joining me today, let me know. Say hi. Tell me what you're having for lunch. I'm just going to put a quick comment in here. I will be making some tacos. So, I browned up all my meat last night. Just have to warm my shells up, and then I can get everything all ready. All right, so our featured bundle today is Unbound Love. This is a sentiment set. And then the coordinating dies are like labels. So there's really a lot of fun with these. There's some really cool shapes, and I do want to share with you some of these shapes and what they look like. So one of the things I really wanted to use was this one here. And what I found is I was thinking that this was going to be a whole piece. It's not. It's actually just the frame. So I'm going to show you some of these. So that's just the frame from this die, all right? The other piece that we'll actually be using today is going to be this little oval, and it actually just cuts out the outside piece, all right? Then we have these pieces here, and what these will cut, I'm just going to put them in my hand here so we can quickly see them, are these little sprigs. I don't know what else to call them, but we'll be using those as well. And then because I really wanted to have a solid piece behind here, behind this one, I'm going to actually use this. And this will actually create a solid piece, and that's what that one looks like. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to show you some tricks with this. Yeah, let's go ahead and just get those pieces out. We'll move this off to the side because we won't need to use that. I'm going to be pulling in our Thoughtful Journey Designer Series paper. This is a very fun background, and I apologize, my phone is ringing, so hopefully you don't hear that. But just some really fun scenes, and then on the other side is some solid kind of watercolory look. So we're going to be working with this piece today. All right. So there's 48 sheets of 6x6 Designer Series paper. It's really beautiful paper. So we'll be working with this one. Let me get my scraps out so you can see I've been doing lots of projects with these. And move this out of the way. I will list all the supplies that I'm using in today's card in the comments, and if you're watching this on YouTube, it will be in the description. I just need time to download, upload, and then type it all out. So here's the card that we're going to actually be making today. So I do have this ribbon here, so they can untie this, and then they have a cute little greeting on the inside. All right, and I just adhere that down with a glue dot and back. But I'm going to show you how we made this. So I have my lavender gems here. So we'll be using those. I will need to pull in a piece of adhesive sheet. Now these are 6x12. This one's cut down because I've been using it. So I have a scrap piece of Blackberry Bliss. So I went ahead and I just peeled off these tops here. I laid down my cardstock on there, and then I just cut it down. So that way my backing, and this is sticking to me, my backing has adhesive on it, and I don't have to, sorry, that piece would not let go of my finger. I don't have to worry about using liquid glue or anything on this. It just makes it a little easier. All right. I have a piece of Blackberry Bliss. And excuse me, somehow I got a cold, so I'm about to sneeze. This is 8.5 by 5.5. I scored it at 4 1/4. And then I scored it at 2 1/8. So you go 2 1/8 and then 4 1/4, and you're going to just fold that one back. All right. So that makes your card front. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my bone folder here and really give it a good rub. All right, just like that. All right. There we go. And so really that's going to be our card base. I also have a piece of basic white. This measures 4 by 5 1/8. Okay, so I'm going to be putting it in there just like this. And now these two flaps here are 2 1/8. All right. So I'm going to cut my 6 by 6 piece of paper to be 2 inches by 5 1/8. So let me just get out my trimmer here. So I'm just going to cut this down right away to 5 1/8, and I just need to switch it so I can see my 5 3/8. Not 5 1/8, 5 3/8. All right. So I'm just taking off a little bit of the blue up on top. All right. Now I'm going to cut these down to 2-inch strips. Okay. So 1, 2. So I will have 3 pieces here. I do want to put them in order, so I'm going to just stack them over here. So 1, 2, and 3. Let's go ahead and assemble this onto our card right away. And we'll take our seal here. Now you can use whatever side of the paper you like. I just thought those flowers were really pretty, so I wanted to use those. All right, so I'm going to put this, I like to lay this flat so I can come in and actually see where I'm layering this. All right. And I'm going to take my next strip. Quick and easy card. You can use this with any stamp set, any sentiment set, any designer series paper. You just have your coordinating cardstock. All right. Now over on this side, I'm going to put this piece here. And go ahead and adhere that down first. Okay. So now you see I have a little bit on the edge. That's okay because this piece is going to layer over here just a little bit. I'm going to just layer that so there's just 1/8 of an inch or 1/16 of an inch, whatever. Okay, so now I've got my card base forming. Let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment. So I'm going to pull in my Blackberry Bliss, and I'm going to be pulling in, actually for the inside, I'm going to stamp May All Your Wishes Come True. And I thought I had them all mounted, but I guess I put them away. So go ahead and pull this off. And I've got Happy Birthday, so I'll put that on a block. That's going to be for our outside. And then May All Your Wishes Come True. Where is it? Right here. All right. There we go. All right. So let's go ahead. Stamp our May Your Wishes Come True. Make sure you are stamping in the correct direction. So I'm just going to stamp that right here. All right. And then let's go ahead and get some die cutting done. So I've already done this outline piece here, and I just, oh, well, I guess I'm going to have to do it again because I got a smudge on it. All right, so we'll just do that one again. So I'll be die cutting this. Now I'm going to pull in my big machine so I can do all the die cutting at one time. I'm going to pull in, excuse me, that piece of Blackberry Bliss that I have my adhesive sheet on. So I'll be die cutting this oval and these little fronds here, and I'm just going to run it through the machine like that. So I have all sorts of little pieces. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. All right, and you'll see the magic come out the other side. Now, when I do have my, what the heck is all over here? Hold on for just a second. Something's sticking to the bottom of my machine. I forgot where I was going with that, so I guess it'll come back to me. I'm not thinking really clearly today. I'm kind of fuzzy. All right. Oh, I know what I was going to say. So when I have that adhesive sheet, I like to actually run this through twice. So I'm going to go ahead and go back and run this through again. All right. Close this up. And now we have our pieces here. I can actually just move this out of the way. And now let's pull our pieces off. Now, you may have it stick to your die. Ooh, I'm getting lucky that I didn't. Oh, that piece did. So you'll just take your Take-A-Pick tool and just go through those little holes. And there we go. All right. So this one I'm going to pop out. Now this has a bunch of little holes in it. When I peel that adhesive sheet away, those should come out. But if it doesn't, then just use your Take-A-Pick tool to get those out. All right, so, and this is a scrap piece in the middle here. You could use that for something else, but I'm not going to. I'm going to just store it away. All right. Now I'm flipping that over because I started pulling off my adhesive sheet there. So I didn't want it to stick to my table. And I'm just, there we go. All right, so we can get rid of that. Let's bring in our shape here. I'm going to bring in my scrub so I can clean my stamp there. And then I'm going to stamp my happy birthday sentiment. Sorry, something fell next to me. I only have so much room on my desktop here. I mean, I do have lots of room, but I've got things on my desktop. Like I've got my cardstock, my folded and scored cardstock over on the side, and I've got my embellishments and all the tools I frequently use. So everything's right at my hands, fingertips. Okay. Sorry, I'm kind of waving my hands a lot. Just realized that. So sorry. All right, let's stamp happy birthday. Just going to line this up in the center best I can. I do want to clean that right away since it has that red. So it'll kind of stain my photopolymer stamp a little bit, and that's okay. It just means it's well used and loved. It doesn't hurt anything. But I am taking my scrub so I can get a lot of it off. I find that my scrub will take off more ink, but I do like using my chamois too. All right, so now we're going to bring in this oval piece here. We're going to peel off that backing that already started to come off. And I am just going to kind of go around that stitching on my oval. So I'm just going to pull this down a little bit so I can see it. Okay, it's not a perfect match, but so some of my little circles didn't come out. That's okay. I'm all right with that. All right, so put this out of the way. Put these dies all out of the way so I don't lose any of them. I'm going to bring back in my card here. Oh, I didn't center that very well. All right, well, it's the way it is now. All right, I'm going to take some dimensionals here. I'm going to add those to this left-hand side. So I'm going to add 3 just to give it a good solid adherence. All right. So I'm going to close my card again, and I'm just going to put this right on the front. You know, choose wherever you want to put it. All right. Now, for the inside, I'm going to take some of my little fronds here, and I'm going to take one of the small ones. I'm just going to put that right here. And then notice I have 2 going in 2 different directions here. Oh, if I can pick it up. All right, Take-A-Pick tool. I've got 2 going in 2 different directions, that one and that one. So let's go ahead and we're going to start putting those down. So with this, what I like to do is I like to take my Take-A-Pick tool and just go on one of the ends here just to get that backing. Just be careful, you know, that you're not pulling too hard. I can poke out some of these little holes here. I have to make sure I come back and clean my desktop up. All right, so I'm just going to layer this right in here. We'll grab this small one. This one already started coming off, so we'll just use this one. All right. We use a scrap here to kind of poke out these holes, and hopefully all those dots will stick to that and not to my desktop. So we'll put this one down. Actually, I want this to be a little straighter. Oops, a little straighter. And then we'll pull this one off. So I like using the adhesive sheets when I have a small die. It really does well, it saves your sanity and your time. All right. Don't stick to my desktop. All right, let's get these other ones pushed out. Okay. Put it right here. There we go. All right, we're almost done. We're on the home stretch here. We're going to grab some ribbon. So I have my iridescent sheer ribbon. And I'm going to just kind of lay it flat here. Decide what length I need to tie my bow. All right, I'm just going to flip this around to tie it upside down, just because the way I came in with my ribbon. It'll be easier for me to do. All right, so we'll go ahead and tie it. Okay, notice I haven't adhered it down yet. I'll do that after the fact. So that way I can get my placement of my bow where I want before I actually adhere it. All right. So there we go. There's my bow. I'm going to come in with my scissors and just give a little snip here. Now what I can do is I can flip this over. I can take it, take a pick tool gun or your scissors, whatever you have, and just put that right on the cardstock behind, slide that out, and then just put your ribbon over it. Okay, so now that's in place. So let's go ahead and just take a look again at what we've completed. So we've done this part here. Now, I moved this over a little bit more. It just lines up better. I like this look versus having that little bit of white in there. So you can just slide your paper over a little bit. Oh, there goes my take a pick tool. All right. So let's get our embellishments on. So I've got these little purple gems here, and we'll just randomly put some on here. I think I kind of like the lighter ones on here, so I'll put one there. If I can get picked up, we'll put one up here. I'll put a small one down here. Oh, not quite. I don't want it lined up there. We'll go up a little bit. And, you know, grins and giggles, let's just add a couple more. We'll go with some of the darker ones here. Put one here, and I'll put a darker one. Oh, I don't know. Right up here somewhere. All right. So there are the cards. Let me just tie this bow again real quick. So whoever you're sending it to gets a little present in the mail, a little paper hug from you. There we go. Tie it up real quick. And they can either leave it open or they can tie the bow back. All right, so there are our cards using our Unbounded Love bundle. I hope you enjoyed today's lunch break. Let me know how you like it. If you're watching a replay, say, hey, I'd like to know what you think. All right, take care, and see you tomorrow night for Stampin' Fun and More at 6:44 p.m. right here on Facebook. Thank you.